That was the Radio City Rockettes. And now we're going to check in over at the Freedom Ball, where Tim Rushlow and his big band are entertaining the crowd.
Some of that is
these people have been looking forward to for a long time.
We're here to celebrate the 45th
and yet he has been able to capture
of the
this
United
time
States of
in this
America
place
to make
and
America
so much
great
of the
again.
country.
And we're
We're going to
so
take a
happy.
short break. Our
But the
coverage
folks I
continues.
talked to
We're
today,
expecting
no matter
the first
what
appearance
party
by
are all
President Trump
hopeful
and
the Trump
First Lady,
presidency will be a
Melania
success.
Trump, and
Steve
the first
Kraft,
dance as well.
Fox
We'll bring
10
that all
News.
to you coming up.
Trying to bridge the divide between those who are thrilled with Donald Trump and his presidency and those who are inconsolable. That will be the challenge going forward. We're continuing to stream live inaugural events and coverage on our website and also on our Facebook page. And new reports tonight coming.
A run with wolves requires agile development and operations.
It's you.
All right, folks, taking a live look now at Seattle, where there are still protesters this evening.
They're trying to make the point. And today in the speech, some people won't like the speech if you don't like Donald Trump politically, but
Of course, it would be very good. I'll take it. Put it back.
So is this the?
This is
there's
the
a few
Freedom.
balls.
This is 2 balls in one actually, but it's called the Freedom and Liberty Ball.
Okay.
So these are the 2 public events, and then there is going to be a military ball a little bit later this evening. Donald Trump and First Lady Melania will be going to all 3. Lucky them.
So I know everyone always gets mad when I bring this up, but I love to see what they wear. I love to see the fashion.
Oh,
I
there
know,
you go.
I'm
I wonder what she's going to switch it. You know, he's going to have probably the standard tux.
Yeah, I thought her outfit today was really cool. The all light blue outfit with the light blue gloves.
You loved
very
it.
Sharp.
Yeah.
I know. Even Steve Kraft, he came up here and he said, "Didn't you like her outfit?" I said, "Yeah, I think it looks cool." And of course, Ivanka always looks stunning in white. She wears white a lot.
She does.
Yeah, she looks stunning, and so I just like to see the outfits sometimes. But I know that's not what's important. So we'll stick to more important things like. Can you think of anything?
Well, you know what? It's going to be interesting to see what they do, tomorrow and Sunday.
Yes.
Because if you think about it, really Monday is going to be that very first official start. But you know what? Mr. Trump has already signed some executive orders, one involving Obamacare to ease that burden on federal agencies. We had that video there. It's also on our YouTube page. And you know what was amazing, Mary Kay, was we just got the notification. And thanks to all of you for making it happen. It's because of you. We are the #2 trending video on YouTube with this stream here. We have more than 20,000 watching now. At our peak, though, today, during the actual inauguration,
air and but this is cool, and I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see the outfits. I'm excited to see the ball. I wonder, so they go to these 3 balls tonight, and then they go back to the White House and get tucked in for their first night there.
There you go. Yeah.
That's just crazy to think that they're going to be sleeping there tonight for their first night, and I would be jumping on the bed like, hey,
yeah.
I'd be so excited. And then you get to, meet the chef who gets to make your late night snacks.
Oh, sure.
Or I'm sure he picked the chef, but.
What would be your your go-to late night snack in the White House? If you had the opportunity, what would you have? What would you go with?
I don't know about late night snack. I guess maybe something sweet like chocolate cake or something.
There you
like
go.
That.
Hey, that's nice.
What about you?
I would order up a PB&J, a banana, and then chocolate ice cream.
Oh, so simple. The simple pleasures in life. Peanut butter and jelly. Oh, chocolate ice cream too. That would be good.
Definitely.
Have you ever put bananas on your peanut butter and
yeah,
jelly?
now that's
so
solid.
Good. Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
solid.
So good. Oh, so they're setting up here, it looks like.
Oh, that's great.
That's cool.
That is great.
So
there we go.
wonder-
Yeah, Isaiah likes that PB&J.
Yeah, PB&J is good. Crunchy peanut butter is good too. Putting the bananas on it. I'm thinking if this chef could make anything, I would say.
Yeah, why are we going with chocolate cake and PB&J?
Yeah, if you can make some fried chicken but I guess because you don't want steak and lobster all the time. It's too rich.
Yeah.
But remember that one president said that he had a kitchen built on the 3rd floor so that he wouldn't have to carry his soup up the stairs.
Yeah.
So that's sweet. So, I think it's going to be really interesting, coming home at night. It's your first night in the White House. People are greeting you. You go up to your room. All your clothes are already hung up. Everything's already there. Their bed's made. Everything's in place.
Nice. Everything's nice.
Melania's skin products, whatever it is that she uses, are already put in the bathroom. I mean, I know she's going back to New York, but I'm sure she has stuff there now.
Oh, sure. Sure,
so that's interesting. I just wonder how he'll be able to sleep tonight,
Oh, he's probably so exhausted, but at the same time still so excited that, you probably do want to go to bed, but you're going to be so wound up, you're going to be like, what the heck just happened there? I'm president of the United States.
What do you think Dan Scavino's doing? His social media director, probably his phone's probably blowing up.
How many of those portable batteries do you think he has to have? Because
oh my gosh, to charge his phone throughout the day.
Yeah, if he didn't have one of those, that phone would be so dead.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has several of those.
Dan
portable
Scavino
batteries.
does such a great job of social media there.
He does such a great job. He seems to really get what the people want in terms of social media. I think he is a millennial, I believe. I think the age of being a millennial is between I forget the cutoff, but I think
it's up to 32, which is weird to me.
Is he in his 40s?
Oh.
Maybe he's not a millennial.
I don't think he's a millennial.
But it's cool because he worked his way up the ranks. He started off just at the Trump Golf Club as a caddy or something, and moved
worked
his
way up.
And
now look at him.
He's the social media director. So that just goes to show you guys that you can get a job somewhere and start small and work your way up the ranks and be in the White House.
There you go.
So I think that's cool. Is this a Trump?
Yeah, this is in Seattle.
I just heard on the radio when I was driving to get some dinner. They were having sort of an open commentary about these protests, and they were asking viewers, is rioting the best way to grab the attention?
Come on.
Is rioting the best way to grab the attention and show the people what you're the message you're trying to send? Is rioting the best way? And they were laughing on the radio saying, one guy broke a Starbucks window with a chair. Is that really helping?
Yeah, I don't understand.
They smashed the window.
Okay, I understand. Okay, if you are upset that your pick wasn't the president, okay,
sure.
You can be upset, but you don't have to now start damaging and breaking things, because now you've turned to a protester now to an instigator and now a felon.
And I get that doing more makes for more TV. I get that, but it just shows it doesn't make you look.
But I want to know what are they? There's nothing that can change. So what are they hoping? Best case scenario, that they get locked up for the evening? I mean,
yeah, I don't think.
What?
And why take it out on a Starbucks? Like the poor manager that works there, that has to now go to work and order a new glass and deal with that. Some guy that probably, who knows who he voted for? Now he's suffering because you threw a chair through the window.
It's just weird, and it just doesn't make sense.
I guess we're getting the message that you're very angry, so you are sending that message, but. Simple signs like this send the same message, and you don't need to break anything. The sign.
My father raised me and 5 siblings, 6 kids,
Trump,
while caring for my
folks,
mother
let us know as
she suffered from a brain tumor for 18 years. He taught me a great lesson. He taught me that when the fights of our lives grow too fierce, we turn them over to grace and let grace do the fighting for us. This is our version of Fight Song with Amazing Grace. Thank you so much.
And they're not even at a bar. Okay, their eyes are just darts everywhere, but it doesn't communicate, and it's not helping.
Well, also,
this is not helping.
Is it always smart to rant about politics too on social media? Because you forget you're friends with your coworkers, you're friends with your employer on social media, family members, and that can cause issues with relationships. And I don't know if it's always the smartest thing. If you want, I don't think you would want your coworkers to see you ranting about those
it gets really awkward then in the workplace too. If you think about it, because you gotta work for like 8-9 hours a day with someone. I mean, that could get really awkward real fast, and especially when you're used to this.
And we talk about it here because obviously this is our job, but I would think even still, we try to be balanced even when we're not on the show because everyone has different views, and you don't want to get in some sort of
tiff.
I wouldn't fight with anybody if they felt the opposite of me. I would just say, okay, that's your right. You know,
I'd be like, I'm here.
I don't get these people that are so angry that they just want to like force everyone to believe the same thing that they want to believe. And again, if you guys have comments about this, tweet us at
please.
My handle is Mary Kate Fox 10, and your handle is
Mike Page Fox 10. That's PACHE.
And that's Mary Kate spelled the Olsen twin way.
Hey, there you go.
Fox 10. Tweet us because this chat's moving so fast, and we'd love to read some of your comments. But sometimes it's just easier to read it when they tweet at us, right?
That is a lot better because you know what? When you tweet at us, it's not going like.
And some of the best ones I like
Taylor
to
Swift,
retweet.
I guess. If you're like one of those celebrities.
Go fast.
It goes real fast.
Yeah, that'd be fun, I think, to be a celebrity and be like, let me Google myself and see what people are saying today.
Yeah, that's
fun
true.
and not fun at the same time.
But you know, the celebrities have to turn off their notifications for Twitter and Facebook because it would just
too many.
It would what do you call it?
Blow up their phone.
Just blow up.
Yeah, like a Samsung phone. It would just blow up.
Yeah.
But I was talking about this with Steve Kraft earlier. Is that being a celebrity?
Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. You know, there was even when we were Mary Kate and I when we were watching the parade route today, and they were getting out. I was like, oh, I'm getting scared now for them because it's like you don't know what kind of nut. We all know that there's these nuts in the world that because they want to get so famous that they think they could be the ones if they did something horrible that they would get all this recognition, and that's what's really scary about this world.
Yeah, that can be scary, and it's not just with Donald Trump. I mean, every president is someone in kind of danger when they're out at public events, because you just don't know how some people are going to react.
Yeah,
you know? So
absolutely.
That's something you have to worry about. So on top of being a celebrity, now he's the highest, not celebrity, but the highest person you could be here, always being watched, never alone.
Yeah, and while you are watching this, folks, let us know what you thought of the day so far. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. The parade, the actual inauguration ceremony. What about when Donald Trump saw Hillary Clinton?
Oh.
At the luncheon today. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that photo that you showed me was that was on Instagram, right? It's trending on Instagram.
Yeah, it was one of the top trends on Instagram of when...
I wish we could find it.
I know, when Donald Trump was...
talking to her.
Yeah, shaking Hillary Clinton's hand.
He's like really aggressively shaking her hand, and then Melania's like kissing someone on the cheek, and Bill's just smiling. And it just is such a funny photo. If you guys can find it on Instagram, you have to see it. It's so funny. But yeah, I think this whole day has been pretty exciting. I think Hillary going shows...
That was big.
That sends the message that we should just all get along.
Absolutely. And you know what? By Hillary going, that just makes those 60 or 70 House Democrats that didn't show up, that makes them look real bad.
Why did you choose not to show up if Hillary's going to go? I mean, and plus, it's a cool party, right? Regardless.
Yeah.
I want to go and have lobster.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on. They should have sent us their invitations. We could have gone in their place, right?
Oh,
I don't care who's in office. I want to go to that party.
Yeah, but you know what was interesting? What they actually expressed, though, because by those 70 Democrats not going, what they were trying to say is, look, we don't endorse Donald Trump as president, but what they were really saying is, I don't endorse democracy. And that was probably the big takeaway from it all. It's like you're trying to make a statement when, you're not being truly American.
Yeah, one of them said, I'm not going to support a president that has created such a divide. Did Donald Trump create the divide? Was it really all him? And you choosing not
for one dress to cost that.
But there was that great moment after Nancy had worn that, after she was criticized for that dress, right? She went to I think it was a debate or something, dressed in an old flopper hat.
Oh, like the second-hand rose thing she did, yes. But making fun of herself as Queen Nancy, whichever one called her.
But this really, I mean, it's a celebration. I think it's the tickets to this ball are $50. It's really to celebrate for those who worked on the campaign, for those who supported the campaign, for those who want to be part and celebrate this day.
And I think it's one of the, I don't know the word for it, but one of the layers of the Trump presidency we're going to have to go through. Because we just, at the end of a week where Democrats criticize this cabinet of millionaires and billionaires. They say Donald Trump, is a faux populist. He says he's for the little guy, but he only knows the sheltered life of a New York penthouse. And yet, to his credit, you're right. $50 a head gets you into this ball. Anybody who wants to be here can be here. He says he's a populist who's going to help the guy who works with his hands, or the man or woman who used to work in a factory that's now shuttered down out in small town America. His speech today, I think, gave a more pessimistic view of the American economy than many others would, but it's a trademark of his presidency. And tonight is...
Prinses, ik ga je redden. Kom dichterbij.
And there are thousands of people here. It's hard to get an accurate count of this one ball, not to mention the other balls. So many people are waiting to see the president, waiting to see Melania Trump. We expect them to be arriving here shortly. We're obviously going to bring that to you, the first dance. A lot more of the acts, the talent performing tonight. Great variety of musical performances. We'll be right back.
Over? It still has the same followers from when he had it, right? Or is it, I'm just so confused.
I don't know
right
how
now.
that works.
And then they did delete all the previous tweets?
Yeah, the tweets are definitely gone.
After all that time tweeting, I would be so annoyed.
Well,
hey, I tweeted a great selfie in 2014.
But see,
why'd you delete it?
Well, no, they're actually not really deleted. Now they're archived to POTUS 44.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so if you had a favorite tweet from President Obama throughout the 8 years, you can now still find it. See, it's all archived.
Good. Okay. Because I was gonna say.
And he ended with 14.1 million followers.
Huh.
And what does Trump have now?
14 million. Wow.
Yeah, so very close.
Yes.
And while we're at it, let's just...
That picture. Oh, let's
look at that picture.
Hey, that's when you were hosting something, right? Weren't you hosting the beauty pageant or something?
I was hosting Miss Arizona.
Miss Arizona.
Done it for 2 years out here, and it's always a great time. It's great to give back to the community. And
yeah, it's great to give back to the community. You just want to see all the pretty girls,
don't
you?
I only say that's one of the many perks.
I don't even notice them. I'm there for the charity.
It doesn't hit me until weeks later.
That's good. No, I think that's good that you do that, and I love that. That's a good picture of you too. But you used to have a cool cover photo where you were walking on the stage.
I did.
I love that photo.
And now I have a cool. Yeah, this is
cool too.
This is beautiful camelback.
So pretty.
But see, guys, I tweet videos. I like tweeting videos now. They're so easy now on Twitter.
I know. You can download the video and then just have it play in full.
Let's show Mary Kate's so you guys could follow her too.
My Twitter photo's not that great. It's
really means, though.
But it's an executive order to all federal agencies telling them any way they can, as the Congress moves to repeal and replace Obamacare, if a federal agency perceives that it can do something, and it's broadly defined, to help a state, an individual, or a player in the healthcare marketplace to ease the burden of Obamacare, to ease the burden of the Affordable Care Act, as it is officially called. What does that mean? We'll have to watch as it plays out. Presumably, the Department of Health and Human Services could give states waivers, or could give insurance companies involved into some sort of more leeway. The nuts and bolts of it we're going to have to figure out, but so it's largely symbolic until we see the effects of it. But first executive order signed by the Republican president. As the Congress gets about the business, they've created the avenue through the Budget Act they voted on to repeal. A huge debate about the replace part. But as the first act of a president sends a signal. And the other things he signed today were to get General Mattis and General Kelly at Homeland Security and Defense going. So as the first policy act, it does send a signal to his supporters. I told you in the campaign this was important. It's the first thing I did. Tomorrow morning, he'll attend the National Prayer Breakfast, which is a big post-inaugural event here in D.C. And then we're told, look for more executive actions.
We're also here with Derek Blasberg from CNN Style and Kate Anderson Bauer, CNN contributor and author of First Women. We saw already Donald Trump has changed the Oval Office to suit his style more. They're also able to change some of the state rooms. They don't get changed, but the personal quarters, the private quarters, that is something over time they are likely to change.
They can do a lot on the second and third floor of the White House. I mean, it's a 132-room mansion, 6 floors with 2 mezzanine levels. It's much bigger than it looks.
It really does not look that big. I mean, if anybody's visited Washington.
Yeah, it looks like it's 3 levels, really, and it's their 2 basement levels where the staff eats. It's very Downton Abbey-like. I mean, they actually eat together, the butlers and maids. But, the idea that the Trumps can come in and just bling out the White House, they can do a lot on the second floor in their bedrooms and sitting rooms, but in the blue room, the state floor that the public sees, they can't do much with that. The East Room, for instance, where we see press conferences, not much can be changed in there. And the Lincoln bedroom, not much can change either. They have to work with the White House curators. So it's a process, and I mean, it's a slow-moving process, too.
But I think it's sort of interesting to note that Donald Trump hasn't really updated his own house.
It's true.
In 3 or 4 decades. So you can't really imagine that he would, go really wild in the White House. There seems to be a sense of complacency. And Melania, too. I don't think she's changed much since sort of Ivana days.
Yeah.
Michael Flatley is performing. Let's watch.
And I am proud to introduce the greatest team of dancers in the world, the cast of Lord of the Dance. They've come with me all the way from Ireland tonight.
Hallo planeet. Volgens mij heb je ons iets te zeggen. Dat we geen tweede van je hebben.
May God bless him and guide him. I hope you enjoy the show.
swear to God, if you give me a bit of garlic, though, I will stab you in the face. I'm not going to be able to fit that in my mouth. Like, nice, I like.
Hugely successful dancers from Lord of the Dance, Michael Flatley's production, which is seen around the world, incredibly talented. We're going to take a quick break until Donald Trump will be here any minute. Bring that to you live when we come back.
He's a Grammy-winning legend and a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Accompanied by twin trumpeters Max and Colby Reese from Pelican 212, please welcome the soul man himself, Sam Moore.
I want you to dance. I want you to dance.
Gaffney. Appreciate you guys joining me here tonight. I'm going to be taking you into the next few hours here on the stream. Want to take you actually to some breaking news right now. We'll keep this show in the upper right hand corner, but right now this is President Obama arriving. Let me ask, do we know where he's arriving? What? Oh, Riverside. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Arriving at Riverside. So let me put this over.
On our way.
right, you guys, what looks like they cut away from the plane there for just a few moments. Let's take you back to the live show. Again, this is one of the many balls that Donald Trump will be attending this evening. Let me get for you guys. Again, I appreciate you joining me tonight on Inauguration Day. Quite a day it's been. And if you feel like you missed anything or you're joining the stream a little late, don't worry. We have everything clipped. Just head to the video section. Okay, you can watch it over. No commercials. That's the best part about watching stuff on the internet, right? No commercials. We're gonna keep the sound down just for a little bit, just because out of copyright issues and things like that. Sometimes you have to keep the volume down, but we'll turn it back up as soon as we hear Donald Trump speaking. Let me pull this up here. Again, we were just showing you President Obama landing in Riverside. I wonder what's going through his head right now as well. Not only Donald Trump's, but what's going through President Obama's head as well. You know, he had 2 terms. He might just be enjoying the time off now. You know, maybe he's just, whew, that's over. I made it through, and I left a good legacy behind, and I'm ready for some time at the beach with my wife or something like that. So let's hope that it's going to be a smooth transition here. Again, this is one of many balls that's happening tonight. Celebratory balls that Donald Trump will be attending. And I know that everyone always gets mad when I mention this, but I love seeing what they wear. Love seeing it. The fashions in the political world is always fun to see. It's just, I don't know, maybe that's just me being a girl, but again, I think it was cool too to see the family walking together, you know, Barron, Melania, Ivanka. It was great to see everyone together. So let me take myself off the screen here and get you guys some more information on this ball that's happening tonight. Again, this is 1 out of 3 that Donald Trump will be attending with his wife, Melania. Thanks for watching with me, guys.
That was the legendary Sam Moore from the group Sam and Dave. That was his 1967 hit. They got a Grammy in '67, Soul Man. They also had Hold On, I'm Coming, When Something Is Wrong With My Baby, backed up by some of the kids from Pelican 212, who we heard from earlier, incredibly talented kids. We're really seeing a huge variety of talent. It makes me feel exhausted and completely without talent. Here's a U.S. military band from the Navy. Let's listen in.
Sorry about that, guys. This is outside the convention center in Washington, D.C. right now. Anti-Donald Trump protesters marching the streets of Washington, D.C.
Slow down!
Well, I mean, so we're trying to pick up an Uber, but we realized I'll just say which direction.
Let's give you another look of the inaugural ball as well. right now in Washington, D.C. This is the Armed Services Ball happening right now. Donald Trump will be attending. And we have Donald Trump protests happening outside the convention center in Washington, D.C. as well. So we'll go back and forth here and show you guys both events as we watch live together on the Fox News Now stream. And watching right now, maybe some of you aren't even, writing in the chat right now, and wondering what it is that we're even talking about, but on social media in general, I just think it's so cruel the way that you see people bullying each other. Everyone is allowed to have, their own opinions, I think, and it's just sad to see how these people are getting bullied on both sides, Hillary supporters and Donald Trump supporters. And I just think that we need to just be nice to each other. It's gonna get worse if we just keep letting it escalate. The bullying must stop, but no one's gonna listen to me, so I should probably stop ranting. But I want to read some of your comments in the chat here as they're... Looks like someone said stream the protest. I'm gonna stream it when there's something going on. See, if I show you right now, this is all it is right now, so there's not a whole lot to show. I don't really think there's much protest happening right there. It's probably happening somewhere. And then leave comments after that. Let's see what we can hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to present to you the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady of the United States, Melania.
That is what I call great talent. Thank you very much. Great talent. Thank you. Well, we did it. We did it. We began this journey, and they said we and me, we didn't have a chance, but we knew we were going to win, and we won. And today we had a great day. People that weren't so nice to me were saying that we did a really good job today. They hated to do it, but they hated to do it. And I respect that. And I respect that. But I have to say, the crowd was unbelievable today. You know, I looked at the rain, which just never came. Unbelievable. You know, we finished the speech. I looked at the rain, which just never came. You know, we finished the speech, went inside, it poured. Then we came outside. The helicopter scene was an incredible scene. An incredible scene, so beautiful. Like from a movie set, so beautiful. And then, amazingly, it rained, and then we went out. It's like God was looking down on us, I will tell you. I want to thank all of our supporters. My number one supporter, Melania, what she puts up with. Oh. Thank you, honey. No, we really did something that's so special. And this evening is so special. And this whole day and yesterday, so incredible. So many people made such a difference. Vice President Mike Pence, no more elect, was incredible. And all of the people, you're gonna see things happening over the next few weeks. Oh, you're gonna be so happy. You're going to be. Because, you know, they're very elegant people tonight, but they're also very political people, right? We want to see great things happen for our country. We want to make America great again, and we will. And we will. So now it's a tremendous honor to have the first dance with Melania. And we're going to be joined by our Vice President. We're going to be joined by some very wonderful, wonderful children as we go along. They happen to be my children and Mike's children. And I just want to, again, I want to thank everybody. We always felt we were going to do it. It's a movement like they've never seen anywhere at any time, anywhere in the world. This was a movement. And now the work begins. Now the work begins. There's no games, right? No games, right? We're not playing games. The work begins. I want to thank everybody. We love you. We're going to be working for you. And we're going to be producing results. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.
And now, the President and First Lady of the United States will take their first dance. Ladies and gentlemen, the first couple, Donald and Melania Trump.
Live in the National Building Museum in Washington, D.C.
Wow, you guys, what did you think about Ivanka's dress? Beautiful, beautiful dress. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the chat. HM Phil saying he agrees. Stunning. Yeah, most of you. Oh, Elenzar saying disagree. Let me turn up the audio so you guys can hear what's going on here.
Getting excited, y'all. I'm right there with you. Hang tight.
And his family will be attending. You got to give it up to him, right? I mean, political views aside, that's a good-looking family. Even the Obamas as well. They were a great-looking family. Michelle would always wear the most beautiful dresses. When she wore that Versace, or was it Valentino, dress to the state dinner, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. And I thought Ivanka's dress was very impressive. Melania looked good, you know, simple white dress. Ivanka, though, I love that sparkly dress. I know this is not news, so we won't stick on this topic, but I love to hear your comments in this stream, and I want to read some of them if I can. Blue Dreaming in the chat saying agreed. Better Than You in the chat saying everyone was beautiful. S2003 saying I agree with you. Martha R saying I love Ivanka's dress. Jump Dare Boy saying the dress was godlike. Daniel Richards saying which one was your favorite dress? Definitely Ivanka's dress, I think, was the most beautiful. Looked like prom. Elegant saying Brittany NH567. I mean, and again, this is political views aside. This is just simply, I think that Ivanka carries herself pretty well, and she'll sort of have more of the first lady role, I think, because Melania really wants to concentrate on raising Barron. And I think that she does well with it. She speaks well, and she dresses well, and she believes in good causes. So I think that she'll make
Not even
her
invited.
first lady.
They're not
Type.
even
I know
invited.
she's the daughter, but I think she could take that role on. What do you guys think? Reading your comments here in the chat. Moving pretty quickly. I can't play the audio right now because of copyright issues, but as soon as I can find, the rules can be hard to explain, but if the song, is sung that's a popular song, we can't necessarily play that audio right now. Let me turn it up and see what we can hear right now. All right, you guys, well, they just changed the feed on us. This is now the second ball of the night. This is the Freedom. All right, you guys. Well, I apologize again. We do need to keep that audio down for copyright issues, but we will turn it back up as soon as Donald Trump and his family takes the stage. On the Fox, get my chair all fixed up here. I appreciate you guys watching with me right now. Again, we can't play the audio at the moment. I'm sorry, it's the copyright issues with YouTube and you know how those things go. But let me promise you, Donald Trump is going to take the stage here tonight as well. This is the second one of the night, the second event. This is now the Freedom Ball. Now, we just showed you before the Armed Services Ball. And now this is the Freedom Ball, and it's cool to get to go to all these parties and, you know, political opinions aside, it's exciting to see this stuff, don't you think? And obviously you guys agree if you're here watching the stream with me, and I think that it's exciting to see a president get sworn in, and it's exciting to see all of these events happening live. He must be exhausted, don't you guys think? I mean, think about the day he's had, right? I would be so excited to get into my new bed in the White House and relax, really take it all in. I think that's probably going to be a really special moment of the night when he comes home with Melania and they go upstairs and they get to see, you know, their whole new bedroom, everything's already put away, and just have that moment of silence and take it all in and really be able to have a private conversation and say, wow, can you believe we're here? You know, I think that's going to be a really special part of the night. So it's fun to see these events, and this is their second event. They've got one more to go to after this, and of course we are streaming all of this right now for you guys on the Fox News Now stream. I am your host, Mary Kate Gaffney. I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm trying to read all of your comments in the chat. It's moving pretty fast. We have about 16,000 of you watching right now. So feel free to tweet at me. My handle is Mary Kate Fox 10. And I'll try to read full of beauty. Yeah, Melania looked beautiful tonight. Kim Singing in the chat saying, Sinning, I'm sorry. Kim Sinning in the chat saying, definitely loved Ivanka's dress. Stunning hairstyle as well. Let me scroll down here. Reading your comments. I'm reading right now on the Twitter page because the chat's moving pretty quickly. So feel free to tweet me at MaryKateFox10 and then I can read your comments here on the air. Scrolling up here right now. What did you guys think about Hillary Clinton being at the ceremony today? I thought that was cool. I think that really shows I think that really shows that there doesn't need to be such a divide. That she came with her husband Bill and they supported, this transition of power. And I think that everyone should still have their opinions for sure. But I think it's about being nice to each other, supporting each other, and just seeing how this all goes, right? I think that just the bullying and the violence online has really taken a toll on all of us. I mean, we get on Facebook and we see rants from people. People are unfriending each other. Relationships are being ruined. And you just never know who's on the other side of the screen. I think that people can be more sensitive than you realize, and you never want to hit that tough spot with somebody, even if you don't believe in who they voted for. It could be Hillary, it could be Donald, it could be, maybe they liked Rand Paul, maybe they liked Marco Rubio, you never know. But just because you don't agree with them, and even if they come at you with anger on your beliefs, be the bigger person and say, hey, you know what, that's your right and that's your opinion, but I'm not going to argue with you. Or have an open discussion that's peaceful and productive and not bullying, because you just never know who's on the other side of the screen, you guys. And
Supreme Court appointment.
Did you lose friends over all this?
Yes.
But you never really know who you're dealing with. It could be somebody who's very sensitive. So that's my little rant there that I wanted to give. But I know you guys are probably wondering, why am I talking and not playing the music? For copyright issues, we have to keep the music down for right now, but we are going to see Donald Trump and his wife Melania take the stage again soon here. And you guys, I know it's shameless to talk about, but I love the outfits. I love looking at what they wear at these events. I thought Melania looked beautiful in that blue suit earlier today when she was walking with Donald. I think Ivanka looks stunning tonight in that glittery dress. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So you have to admit, sometimes it's fun to see the outfits, and it's also nice to see, Donald Trump dancing with Melania and Mike Pence dancing with his wife. So this has been really a day full of events like this, and if you missed any of them, or you feel like, okay, I just joined the stream here, what are we showing? Right now we're showing the Freedom Ball. This is the second ball of the night that Donald Trump will be attending. He's got 3 to go. Well, 1 more to go, really. And he'll be taking the stage soon with his family. I don't know if they're going to dance on stage again. I'm not sure. Maybe they will. But if you feel like you missed an event, go ahead and check out the video section on our YouTube page. That way you can always find the full events clipped in full. So that's good. Looks like everyone's waving right now. Let me just turn up the sound, see what we hear. I want to read some of the comments that you guys tweeted at me. Unknown IMP tweeted, I was glad to see Hillary Clinton at the inauguration. Wish it had resulted in more calm and less violence. That's coming from Unknown IMP on Twitter. Bill Charles just tweeted as well saying Hillary belongs... Oh. Well, I can't read all the comments here on the air. We've got to keep it... I see... Looked gorgeous. Aaron Miller, Quietbox 2701, just tweeted at me, I hope Ivanka will be an inspiration to all of us. It's interesting, she's sort of taking on the First Lady role more than Melania. Rachel asking me if I've ever been to one of these events. I haven't been to one of these balls, no, the Freedom Ball or the military ball, I have not. But if I had, I would definitely try to copy whatever Ivanka Trump wore, because she looked great. Let's scroll up here. Really appreciate you guys tweeting at me. It's definitely much easier to read your comments here on the air because the live chat is moving pretty fast. Shane Kelly tweeting at me, left wing, right wing, or somewhere in between, we are all on the same team. You're so right. We all got to be on the same team. Again, if you're just joining us here, I'm just reading some comments from you guys on the air, and this is the Fox News Now stream. I'm your host, Mary Kate Gaffney, and what we're showing you is live right now at the Freedom Ball. This is the second ball of the night that Donald Trump will be attending. This is in Washington, D.C., and there's going to be a third one coming up after this. And we haven't seen Donald Trump take the stage yet, so hopefully we will soon. And we're getting a beautiful view right now of Washington, D.C., and all the people that are there. Oh, looks like someone's arrived.
States, Melania Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to present to you the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, folks.
We had intended, because that would have just been...
Our First Lady.
Me who remain missing out.
Well, we just want to thank everybody. This has been an amazing journey for all of us, not just me and not just Melania. It's been an amazing journey. And now the work begins. We have to get it done, and we'll get it done. There are so much spirit in our country. This is such a great country. And we are going to do things. We will not be taken advantage of anymore, okay? We will not. We're going to have those companies come pouring back in. You see what's been happening over the last 3 weeks. And we're going to have a lot of things happen. And you're going to read about them, and I don't know. Let me ask you, should I keep the Twitter going or not? Keep it going? I think so. I think so. You know, the enemies keep saying, oh, that's terrible. But, you know, it's a way of bypassing dishonest media, right? We go, wow, wow. So, but I just want to thank you. We started out, we weren't given a great chance, but we knew we were going to win. And, you know, it took 2 weeks before we went to #1. Not a long time. And the first week was composed, in terms of the phony polls, was composed of 2 days. So we were at #1, and we stayed there the entire route during the primaries. And then, boy, did I work. Those last 4 weeks, I worked. Oy, ay, ay. That was some job. We did a good job together. And I'll tell you what, many of the people in this room went to those rallies with us, right? They went to those rallies. I saw one person on television tonight, incredible family, her and her husband. She said, we've gone to 42 Trump rallies. I said, 42? 42? But we did. We had a lot of people that went to a lot of the rallies, and it showed up. And, you know, when we went in, I really felt that last week in particular, I said, how are we going to lose? How can we lose? It's just too much. There has never been a movement like this anywhere in the world. There's never been anything like this. So I am so looking forward. I just left, actually, the Oval Office because our great General Mad Dog Mattis was approved tonight. The Senate approved. He was first. And I went to sign, and Mike Pence, who's coming out in a second, signed. You saw what happened, right? He just swore him in. And General Kelly, the border, oh, that border, we're going to have a border again. And he was approved tonight by the Senate. So we're starting to work, and we're going to do a great job. We are not going to let you down. Remember the theme, Make America Great Again, and Make America Great Again. I'll tell you what, I've added, since I got to know so many people in this country, greater than ever before. It will happen. So I want to thank everybody for being with us and for sticking with us. And it's been an amazing experience. And now the fun begins, okay? Now the fun begins. We're going to do a really good job. And I will be fighting every single day for you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and have a great time. Thank you.
And now, the President and First Lady of the United States will take their first dance. Ladies and gentlemen, the first couple, Donald and Melania Trump.
All right, you guys. Well, this is live right now at the Freedom Ball. You just saw Donald Trump and his family take the stage. I'm sorry, I know. I had to take the sound off again, you guys. This, it's just the way it goes in the music world. I know. You guys are so upset. I'm very sorry. I wish that we could have the sound up right now. But, you guys, this is the second event of the night. There's another one coming up. I think they're going to take us to that one shortly. And we'll see Donald Trump again and his family dance together. So that's always fun. And I appreciate you guys sending your comments to my Twitter account, MaryKateFox10, simply because the chat's moving very fast. And I love to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah. Caleb just tweeted at me, that darn copyright. I know. That's why we don't have the sound up, you guys. I wish I could play it for you, but hey, we're still getting to experience this live and see it all live. Kyle46 just tweeted me, I liked the president's comment at the inauguration about everybody getting along, both Democrats and Republicans. It will help. Kyle, you're absolutely right. Thank you for tweeting me. Toasty Barbecue Shack just tweeted me, this dance is awkward. Yeah, I think that a lot of people were sort of feeling that way, that the dance was a little awkward. I'm not even sure he wanted to do the dance. He might just have to. It's awkward to dance in general, but then to have to do it in front of thousands of people and people that are also watching you on television, it's awkward. I mean, even having to do, if you're married, at least for me, I always thought if I ever get married, that first dance, everyone has to watch you. It's just so awkward. So I'm sure they felt very awkward doing that dance. But you have to admit, it was nice to see them do that. They look really in love. And it was great to see his family, too, all dance together. And I think they're really looking forward to going home together and all just hanging out in private after this. And Fox 10 anchor Carrie Lake was just saying, I'm sure they're really looking forward to just spending some time alone and relaxing and thinking over about this whole day. Caleb tweeting me, this is the most beautiful election I've ever seen. The start wasn't great and the hate is real, but the end is beautiful. Well, Caleb, thank you. Unknown IMP just tweeted me, a really contentious election, but I hope some of the damaged friendships can be repaired and the two parties can cooperate. That's live right now at the Freedom Ball. We're going to be getting another event soon. Looks like a performance artist is here right now. Pretty cool stuff. So let me keep scrolling down and see what you guys are saying here. I do appreciate you guys sending me comments to my Twitter account just because the chat's moving so fast and I can't read all of them. I'm scrolling. Let me go all the way up here. Boston in Twitter saying, one of the best looking presidential families I've ever seen. The Kennedys look good too, didn't they? Jackie Kennedy, wow, she was beautiful. They're all good looking. I mean, President Obama and Michelle Obama looked great together too, and when they would dress up for events, they looked great. Faint Panther 888 saying that show is crazy. Yeah, this looks like some performance art happening right now. Again, this is the Freedom Ball, but we will be getting a live feed shortly here at the third ball of the night where Donald Trump and his family will be attending for the third and final time before they head home to get in bed and watch Netflix or whatever it is you do after a long day like this. I mean, I'm sure they're probably making some presidential plans.
Within any state.
But maybe they'll watch, some TV and veg out and talk about the day. Green Hood just tweeted me saying that dress looked expensive, ridiculous. Ivanka's dress, you know what? She might not have paid for it. A designer might have shipped it to her free and said, we would love if you'd wear our gown at the inaugural ball. And here you go. And maybe she sends it back after she wears it. Green Hood saying the vice president's wife's dress was blue. Oh, today? Well, I don't necessarily think that it doesn't always have to be blue as Democrat and red as Republican. Hillary Clinton wore red at one of the debates, and Donald Trump wore blue, and they switched. You can switch. I think that's okay. It's still a presidential color. Unknown IMP tweeting me, the Kennedy family was definitely an American family. Yeah, and they just had that new movie come out with Natalie Portman where she plays Jackie, and it's through her eyes of being the first wife. I still really want to see it. Let me scroll down here. Appreciate you guys watching with me tonight. Again, I'm your host, Mary Kate Gaffney, and this is live right now at the Freedom Ball. Please hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page. That way you'll always be alerted and you'll always be able to see our link, coming up on your video feed when we're streaming live events. I mean, last night we had a car chase in Los Angeles. It was crazy. We had thousands watching. So we're always streaming different events here. Let me scroll up a bit. Appreciate you guys tweeting me at Mary Kate Fox 10 so I can answer all your comments here. Shane Kelly saying, I still fear for Donald Trump's safety. Is this a legitimate concern, or do you think he's pretty safe? Shane, great question. Yeah, I think every president has to worry about safety. And this is not the first president that had riots and protesting during his inauguration. President Nixon did as well. President Bush as well. They had riots and protesting during their inaugurations. Every president has their haters and has their disbelievers, and they always have to worry about their safety. So yeah, I think it's a legitimate concern. That's why they have Secret Service and why they have to be careful now and drive those bulletproof tinted window cars and be as safe as they can. So yeah, that's a great question. Green Hood